Good afternoon. Thank you, and please be seated. My name is Ken Zagacki, and I'm the head of the Department of Communication. On behalf of the faculty and staff, I welcome all of you to our Fall 2018 commencement ceremony. This is a very special day for our students. We celebrate with them the accomplishments this day marks, knowing that events of their recent pasts and the possibilities of their upcoming futures today take on new meaning. Our graduates, our undergraduates, our Masters of Science students, and our students in our interdisciplinary PhD program in Communication, Rhetoric, and Digital Media have been studying in a discipline at the intellectual, political, and economic forefront of our global information society. We have taught them how to think about the theoretical and the practical dimensions of communication. They are now capable of analyzing, evaluating, and improving the ways in which people communicate in a wide variety of contexts and through a wide variety of media. We have taught them to create communication-based, collaborative solutions to the complex challenges facing today's society. As leaders in experiential education at NC State, our faculty have provided these students with relevant opportunities to take their learning into practice and to develop intellectual, personal, and career-ready skills. Our departmental mission is rooted in the firm belief that cultural, social, and personal experience improves through more effective understanding and practice of communication. Today is special to each of us present, and many deserve recognition. Therefore, first, I would like to thank everyone who assisted our graduates in their journeys and who are part of the next steps that they will take. I'm talking here about families and friends and others of you, and if you wouldn't mind standing up and being recognized by the graduates. Thanks to all of you. Your support has made it possible for these graduates to face the challenges and opportunities before them with great confidence. Thank you as well to our department staff who have done so much to make our department run so smoothly. Please stand, staff, and let us recognize you as well. Thank you, members of the faculty of the Department of Communication. The faculty in our department are excellent teachers, mentors, and cutting-edge researchers. Many of them produce solution-driven scholarship that addresses some of the most perplexing, complex problems facing our society. Their participation in our communities through various outreach programs, prestigious administrative appointments, and research grants makes a difference to our state and nation. I invite them to stand and be recognized. Congratulations again to all of these individuals who've really done so much to help our graduates get to the point where they are today. I'd also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge one of our faculty, Dr. Andy Binder, who is the outgoing director of our Masters of Science program in the Department of Communication. I'd like to thank Andy for his outstanding service as the director of this program, for the many innovations and improvements he brought to our program, and for all of the undivided and personalized attention he's given to his graduate students. Andy, stand up for a minute. You'll hear from Andy Binder in a moment, but before we do, I'd like to take a moment to invite to the stage the dean of our college, Dean Jeffrey Braden. Dr. Braden would like to offer a few thoughts to our graduates.
Thank you very much, Dr. Zagacki, and I add my welcome to everyone here. It may come as a surprise to students, perhaps even some of the faculty, that I began my career studying verbal and nonverbal communication in non-human primates. Now, what is that? Think about that. Verbal communication in non-human primates. I taught ASL to chimpanzees. And I have the bite scar to prove it, right here. The size of Moshe's mouth when she was 4. A lot of people ask me if that experience working with chimpanzees was helpful in my career teaching undergraduates. And I say, no, but it was invaluable for my 2 terms on Faculty Senate. So we're here to celebrate graduates, and that is and should be our main purpose today. But before we get to that, I have 2 things that I want to do. One of them is, for those of you who were at commencement this morning, you saw Chancellor Woodson, confer your degree and say the rights, responsibilities, and privileges pertaining thereto. We're going to talk a lot about rights, like the right to call yourself a college graduate or a doctor. And we're going to talk about privileges, like the privilege to be able to apply for a job that requires a college degree. But I want to talk to you a little bit about that word in between, which is responsibility. And I want to remind you you have 2 fundamental responsibilities. The first obligation is to use the knowledge that you've learned here to improve your life and the lives of those around you. Whether you go into business or industry, government, education, or raise a family, you have an obligation to use your knowledge to improve your family, your workplace, and your community. I would argue that in my lifetime, it's probably never been more important, particularly within my country, to have people who are skilled in understanding communication and being able to help people understand each other. Knowledge is power, but only if you use it. Your second obligation is to help sustain the community of scholars, which is the foundation that got you here today. In a climate where, we're all celebrating, it seems kind of rude, but to bring up the notion that you have a responsibility to give back, but I'm not going to apologize for that, and I'm not going to for 2 reasons. First, others made it possible for you to be here. Tuition and fees provide 20% of the costs of operating our university. The other 80% come from other people, from government agencies, through grants and contracts, and through gifts that people give us. Most importantly, through taxpayer support. Millions of North Carolinians, many of them who themselves are in poverty, and almost none of them who have a family member graduating today, paid more for your education than you did. You owe it to them to use your education to better yourself and the world around you. Second, your alma mater needs your help. Alumni giving not only provides direct support to people like you not so long ago, but it also influences the reputation of your university. The amount you give is less important than that you give to show that you believe in the education you got in the Department of Communication, College of Humanities and Social Sciences, and this great university, NC State. I spend a lot of my time talking to other people who made it gifts so that you could be here. And I've never, ever, ever had one of them ask me, could you give me my money back? They're proud to have given back to their alma mater. What they do ask is that you pay it forward, that you make it possible for the next generation coming behind you. I also want to acknowledge, before I get to the celebration, the support that got you here. We honor our graduates. I want to take just a moment to honor those who supported them and made graduation possible. So toward that end, I'm going to, as I name a group to which you belong, either raise your hand or stand as you are able, and please remain standing or your hand up as we go. So first I'm going to invite immediate family members of our graduates. So that would be spouses, partners, parents, and children. If you're here, stand or raise your hand. Okay? Keep it up. Okay? Good. Thank you for standing. Great. All right, extended family members. No, we're not done, right? You're still family. So extended family members, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, nieces, and nephews. Good, we got a few more. Great. Okay? Friends, neighbors, colleagues. Okay? Anybody who offered support to one of these graduates, stand or raise your hand now. For those of you who are not standing or raising your hand, Dr. Funkhauser's final exam was canceled and will be scheduled in this room tomorrow. Sorry. So to all of you who are, keep standing, I'm about to do something that is made possible by the power of my own vivid imagination. I hereby confer upon those of you who are standing or holding up your hands the PTT, that is the doctorate of putting them through. You are honorary PTT recipients. Graduates, please honor these new honorary degree holders. Now you can sit. All right, to everyone who is here today, congratulations. Welcome to the community of scholars. I'm going to recognize the graduates with words from our poet in residence emeritus, John Balaban. We should marvel, gathered as we are, at how these assemblies have convened ever since the first informal group collected in the olive groves of Greece with Plato as the academic door. To those seeking both wisdom and skill through studies that widen the knowable world, and those that deepen the human soul, so as the ancients might have sung, Gaudius Hodie, let us praise today. Thank you and congratulations.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Andy Binder, and as Director of Graduate Programs in the Department of Communication, I am pleased to join you all on this tremendous occasion. I am the faculty member primarily responsible for the academic experiences of our master's students. Our department is a dynamic place for graduate study, where we currently have around 40 students pursuing a Master of Science in Communication. The MS program welcomed its first cohort of students in 2003 and has been a robust and competitive program ever since. Our graduate students learn to address complex communication problems using sound theory and methods with a keen understanding of ethical communication practices. These students complete a minimum of 12 intensive courses and either complete 8 hours of comprehensive examinations or write an original research thesis. Some of our graduates have been placed in top-tier PhD programs, such as our own Communication Rhetoric and Digital Media doctorate, as well as programs at Cornell University, the University of Texas, and recently the Ohio State University. Other graduates are employed in a variety of communication specialties as part of well-respected and varied organizations such as Lowe's Home Improvement, SAS, Red Hat, Cisco Systems, Wake Technical Community College, and Campbell University. Students in our master's degree program typically finish in May, and we do not have any graduates walking in today's ceremony. Nevertheless, I offer my most heartfelt congratulations to the graduating students with their bachelor's and doctoral degrees. I wish you all the best on the next steps in your professional lives, and I hope you look back on your years at NC State University fondly and often. Congratulations, graduates.
Got props. It's going to take a second. Good afternoon. My name is Nicholas Taylor, and I'm the Associate Director of the Interdisciplinary PhD Program in Communication, Rhetoric, and Digital Media, or CRDM. The CRDM program is a jointly held program between the Departments of Communication and English. As one of a few interdisciplinary PhD programs in North America, CRDM prepares doctoral students to analyze the social, cultural, and political dimensions of information technologies, new communication media, and digital texts, and to actively engage students in the study of digital media through inquiry, criticism, production, and practice. CRDM graduates have gained positions at a wide variety of institutions, nationally and worldwide. including places such as the City University of Hong Kong, Marquette University, Rochester Institute of Technology, UNC Greensboro, DePaul University, the University of Pittsburgh, the University of Central Florida, George Mason University, et cetera, et cetera. The degree of the Doctor of Philosophy was bestowed upon 8 of our graduates at the university-wide graduation ceremony this morning. Now we complete that ceremony for 4 of our graduates whose PhD advisors are faculty members in our Department of Communication by inviting them up on the stage where they will be hooded by their advisors. Literally, they get a hood on. These newly minted PhDs, Dr. Melissa Adams, Dr. Christina Bell, Dr. Jessica Elam, and Dr. Sarah Evans, made invaluable contributions to the Department of Communication during their time here. They taught our undergraduates how to communicate across a wide variety of media, from social media campaigns to wearable technologies, from podcasts to video games. Each of these fiercely talented women have gone on to promising careers in academia as well. Dr. Adams is now Assistant Professor of Strategic Communication at Marquette University in Wisconsin. Dr. Christina Bell has become Director of the Media Fellows Program and Assistant Professor of Game and Interactive Media Design, that's like this long, at High Point University. Dr. Jessica Elam just accepted a tenure-track position as Assistant Professor of Mass Media at Baker University in Kansas. And Dr. Sarah Evans is now Assistant Professor of Digital Humanities and New Media at Molloy College in New York. I'll now invite each of these students up one by one with their advisors to be hooded by their respective advisors. Dr. Melissa Adams was advised by Dr. Melissa Johnson. This is easy because we just match students up with whoever has their first name. Also on Dr. Adams' dissertation committee were Dr. Jessica Jameson in our Department of Communication, Dr. Kat Warren in the Department of English, and Dr. Adam Saffer from UNC Chapel Hill. Melissa's dissertation, entitled Mapping Virality from a Dialogic Public Relations Perspective, Understanding Network Gatekeeping Through the Saturday Chores Viral Event, explored the conditions through which online activism becomes viral and explained these mechanisms for public relations scholars and practitioners. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Melissa Adams. Next up, I'll invite Dr. Christina Bell. I had the honor of co-chairing Christina's dissertation committee along with Dr. Sarah Stein, so I'll be hooding her. Also on Chris's committee were Dr. Devin Orgeron in the Department of English and Dr. Chris Poulos from UNC Greensboro. Christina's dissertation, entitled Growing Up in a World Like This, Interpretations and Performances of Intersectional Parenthood and Telltales of the Walking Dead, explored the numerous subtle and not so subtle ways that video games transform how we understand and communicate with those around us. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Christina Bell. Next, I'll invite Dr. Jessica Elam to the stage to be joined by her advisor, Dr. Stephen Wiley. Also on Jessica's committee were Dr. Chris Ingram, now at the University of Utah, Dr. Andrew Johnston from the Department of English, and myself. Ominously entitled Automated, The Life and Death of the Human Subject, Dr. Elam's dissertation traced the development of automated data collection and analysis from the Cold War to its present-day applications in digital games. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Jessica Elam. Finally, I'll invite Dr. Sarah Evans to the stage, joined by me, her advisor. I've had a busy year. Aside from myself, Sarah's committee was comprised of Dr. Elizabeth Craig and Dr. Sarah Stein, both in our department, Dr. Helen Burgess from the Department of English, and Dr. Emma Westacott from OCAD University in Toronto, Canada. Sarah's dissertation, entitled Disruption by Design, Feminist Interventions in Digital Game Production on a University Campus, considered the ways universities could promote greater involvement from women in the traditionally male-dominated world of game design. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Sarah Evans. This concludes our hooding ceremony for this year's graduates of the Communication, Rhetoric, and Digital Media program. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Ryan Hurley, Associate Head and Director of the undergraduate programs in the Department of Communication. Today's ceremony celebrates the achievements of all students, those who are members of the most elite honor societies, Phi Beta Kappa and Phi Kappa Phi. These students can be recognized as they cross the stage by the medallions that they are wearing. Several of our students are members of other NC State honors programs, including the Park Scholarships, the Caldwell Fellows Scholars, University Scholars Program, and the University Honors Program. These special programs provide unique and challenging educational experiences to outstanding, academically talented students. Many other students are also graduating with academic honors today. As students cross the stage to receive their diplomas, recognition of special academic honors is designated by 3 colored sashes. Students wearing the white sash are graduating cum laude, having achieved GPAs from 3.25 to 3.49. Students wearing a silver sash are graduating magna cum laude, having achieved GPAs from 3.5 to 3.74. And students wearing a gold sash are graduating summa cum laude, having achieved GPAs of 3.75 and above. Congratulations. Those of you who are in these honor societies, honors programs, and scholarship programs, please stand and be recognized for your academic excellence. Each semester, the faculty very happily vote for an outstanding undergraduate. This semester, we had several excellent applicants, but we can only choose one of you to receive this prestigious award. This semester, we celebrate one graduate in particular who has truly taken advantage of her time here at NC State. In her time here, she has been a part of Mi Familia, an organization that provides a social, cultural, and political forum for students at NC State and members of the surrounding community interested in experiencing, learning, and promoting the richness of the Latinx community and culture. She is a member of the award-winning Latin Dance Club and is the Vice President of Marketing for the Association of Latino Professionals for America. In her time at NC State, she has interned in Raleigh for the Curtis Media Group and in Barcelona, Spain for Elite Spain, the Spanish Federation of Luxury. Sounds awesome. She did all of this while working multiple jobs to become the first person from her Venezuelan family to graduate from an American university. Please join me in congratulating the Department of Communications outstanding graduate for fall 2018, Ana Patricia Fagnetti. Our department is pleased to have a strong chapter of Lambda Pi Eta, the National Communication Honor Society. Members must have a minimum GPA of 3.25 for all communication courses, and today are wearing special pins to signify their accomplishments. Red and white braided cords indicate highly active members who earn service points by planning or participating in departmental events, charity events, or other local or campus service projects. Yellow cords indicate students that completed or presented original research, including an independent study or a conference presentation here at NC State or at a regional or national conference. I would like to introduce to you the president of the Beta chapter of Lambda Pi Eta, Ms. Lauren Johnson, to present the Graduating Seniors Award for Outstanding Undergraduate Teacher.
Thank you, Dr. Hurley. Each semester, the graduating class is asked to select one member of the Communication Department to receive the Award of Outstanding Teacher. The award is given on behalf of NC State's Beta chapter of Lambda Pi Eta, the National Communication Honor Society. Students are asked to consider specific qualities which would make a teacher deserving of this recognition. An outstanding teacher facilitates theoretical analysis, research, and understanding of communication processes and practices. An outstanding teacher encourages critical thinking about ethical problems in communication, offers new perspectives, and demonstrates passion for his or her specialized content area. To summarize all of that, students ask themselves this: whose class made me most excited to study communication? Who showed me the immense value of this degree? Who has created the ideal learning environment? The Fall 2018 Outstanding Teacher has gone above and beyond in all aspects of this award. Her students rave at the passion and enthusiasm she exhibits for communication inside and outside of the lecture hall. She constantly pushes her students to go beyond the classroom by applying their knowledge to resolve conflict in the real world. Please join me in congratulating the Fall 2018 Outstanding Teacher, Dr. Jessica Jamison.
Congratulations, Jessica. Our student commencement speaker today is Olivier Metzler, an international student who moved to Raleigh in November 2014 to pursue his undergraduate studies here at NC State. He is half Belgian and half Luxembourgish, and he studied in our department's communication media concentration with double minors in journalism and in business administration. Please help me welcome Olivier Metzler.
Thank you, Dr. Hurley. Good afternoon to you all, family, friends, faculty and staff, and of course my fellow PAC members. This has been quite a journey, for me at least. I've been waiting 4 years on this, and it's about time. Before I proceed, I would like you all to join me in congratulating this 2018 graduating class for achieving this once-in-a-lifetime milestone. I would also like you to give a round of applause to the faculty and staff of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences who have been guiding us on our journey and who have helped us get to where we are today. Thank you. I have learned many things here during my time at NC State, one of which being that normal traffic laws do not apply to Hillsborough Street. Inevitably, there will be 1 or 2 freshmen who will try to brave oncoming traffic to make it to Chipotle. But all joking aside, NC State has enabled me to gather an array of hard and soft skills, such as how to shoot 16mm film in Dr. Sarastein's film production class, how to use more modern cameras in Professor Jim Alchidiak's digital videography class, or how to think critically about how communication can have a meaningful impact on our lives with Dr. Kenneth Zagacki. There are 3 other things that have had a major impact on me during my time here at NC State, and I would like to share them with you and maybe offer them as helpful guideposts for living. The first thing I would like you to remember is that you should have a vision of what you want to do in your life, and you should do your best every day to reach that vision. You don't necessarily have to have a 5 or 10-year plan, but if you have a mental North Star, and if you try your best every day to reach that North Star, you will eventually get where you need to be. Some days will be better, and some days will be worse, but you should always keep moving forward as best as you can. I personally remember getting on a plane that brought me from Luxembourg, a small European country nestled between Belgium, Germany, and France, and that plane brought me to Raleigh in a wheelchair. I had just come out of a double meniscus and full ACL reconstructive surgery about 3 weeks prior to embarking on this journey. I also remember going to classes here in the United States and doing this in my 4th spoken language while simultaneously attending physical therapy sessions where I essentially learned how to walk again. And while I literally took things one step at a time, I never lost sight of my desire to attend NC State. And it's also still a little weird to be standing in front of you and talking to you all. The second thing I would like to share with you is a piece of advice that was given to me by my 16mm film production teacher, Dr. Stein. I remember asking Dr. Stein how she had managed to carve a 25-year career in the filmmaking industry in New York. And Dr. Stein told me, "You need to stir the ethers." I was a little perplexed and I didn't quite understand what she meant, and Dr. Stein explained that you can never know where your breakthrough will come from. But what you can do is put yourself out there, follow every avenue that you can find, and you will end up where you need to be. And if you persist and work hard, life will find a way to give you what you asked for. The third and final thing I want to share with you is something my best friend Cole Smith told me while we were shooting our first film production projects. You see, I was very nervous while we were filming the first scenes of my script, and I told Cole I didn't really know if I was doing a good job. I didn't know if I was properly conveying the story that I was trying to tell. And I was just kind of questioning my artistic abilities to make this whole thing work. After hearing me out, Cole grabbed me by the shoulders and told me, "If you don't believe in yourself, believe in me believing in you." And while it may have sounded a bit corny at the time, I haven't really been able to get that comment out of my mind. You see, there might come a moment in time, and there might already have been a moment in time, where you might question what it is that you're doing and where you don't know if you have the abilities to reach the goal that you set for yourself. But just remember that there are people in your life who love you, who support you, and want you to do the best that you can. That person might be a parent or another family member present here today, a professor, a friend, or one of the students sitting next to you right now. As I come to the end of my time in front of you here, I just want to reiterate what I've shared with you. First, have a vision of what you want to do in your life and do your best every day to fulfill that vision. Stir the ethers. You never know where your next breakthrough is going to come from, so put yourself out there and see what comes back your way. And finally, if you ever lose faith in yourself, note that there are people around you who believe in you and want you to succeed. Once again, I want to personally thank the faculty and staff of the CHAS for helping us along this journey, family and friends, and to my fellow graduates, I congratulate you all on completing this chapter of your lives, and I look forward to witnessing your future achievements. Thank you.
All right, good afternoon. I am Cynthia Zuckerman-Hyman. I'm our Director of Undergraduate Advising, and it is my honor to introduce to you all of our graduates. I'll let everybody sort of move for a minute. It's okay. It's okay. I can just, yeah. We want to make sure everyone has a great view. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Rhonda Christine Jones. Cooper McDowell Alexander. Darian Raylan Blakely. Andrea Lauren Cooper. Aditi D. Dalakia. Jesse Roy Ewing. Kelly Margaret Granger. Ashley Nicole Harmon. Grayson Hope Hensley. Olivia Renee Jansen. Tyler Cameron Jones. India Sahoy Jordan. Inas Mahmoud. Olivier Metzler Arts. Aaron David Montgomery. Mu Juan Jiabin. Inez LaRue Nicholson. Abigail Ann Marie Porter. Jirapat Sangvacharakul. Millicent Grace Allen. Madison Nicole Chapman. Madeline Kate Cox. Mary Catherine Gregg. John Frederick Prim, Jr. Shelby Anna Raymond. Frances Elizabeth Vessels. Caitlin Nicole Ashworth. Jonathan Richard Betts. Helena Noel Boldazar. Trevor Joseph Bunce. Ana Patricia Fanete. Lindsay Christine McMillan. Rachel E. Picard. Haley Allison Pierce. Ian Nicholas Pierno. Sarah Frances Poole. Thomas Joseph Charville. Madeline Elise Walsh. All right. Please, let's have another round of applause for our graduates.
Great job. Put those names down. All right, everybody can get ready and go celebrate now. The number of students graduating in our ceremony today demonstrates the increased recognition of the importance of communication in our homes, workplaces, communities, and in our national and international relations. The post-graduation plans of our students provide further evidence of the value of a communication degree. We share your pride in what our graduates have accomplished and are excited about their promising futures. I end with the final congratulations to our graduates. We hope that you will stay in touch with us over in Winston Hall. Our doors are always open, and we remain eager to assist you as you move into this next important phase of your lives. Our fall commencement ceremony has ended. I will ask that everyone take advantage of this beautiful new Talley Student Center and take additional photos outside the ballroom so that we can exit safely and the Talley staff can prepare for the events that follow. But before you do that, I ask that you all stand as our graduates will process out and wish them well on their way. Congratulations again.